In a small countryside village in England, there lived a 14-year-old boy named Ethan Wells. People called him the Dreamer because he believed that even one person could change the world. Every morning, Ethan climbed the little hill behind his home and watched an old, broken windmill turning slowly in the breeze. Half of its blades were gone, and its paint had faded away. Everyone saw this junk, but Ethan saw hope. He didn't see what it was, he saw what it could become. One stormy night, lightning flashed across the dark sky. The entire village lost power. No lights, no warmth, only silence and fear. But while everyone hid inside, Ethan opened his father's old notebook, a notebook full of drawings about making electricity from the wind. He looked at it and whispered softly, "I can do this. I'll try." Rain soaked his clothes as he ran toward the windmill. His hands were cold, trembling, but he didn't stop. He found broken wires, pieces of rusty metal, and even parts of his old bicycle. He worked all night long, hammering, fixing, connecting. His fingers bled, his face was covered with mud, but his eyes were filled with determination. As dawn arrived, the first light touched the sky. Ethan connected the final wire, took a deep breath, and whispered, "Please work." For a moment, nothing happened. Then, a faint sound, a soft whir. The blades began to move, slowly, then faster, until the whole windmill came alive again. The windmill spun proudly, cutting through the morning air. And then, one by one, the lights in the village flickered back on. People ran outside, gasping in disbelief. And there stood Ethan, soaked in rain, smiling through tears. He hadn't just fixed a machine, he had brought light back to his world. Days later, engineers and reporters arrived. "Who did this?" they asked. The villagers proudly pointed to Ethan, their dreamer. He explained how he studied his father's notes, learned about circuits, and believed that nothing was impossible if you never give up. Soon, Ethan was invited to London to present his idea to scientists and students. When he stood on stage, with hundreds of people watching, he said, "Sometimes it takes just one spark of belief to light up the whole world." The hall erupted in applause. Everyone stood, cheering for the boy who turned wind into light. Ethan's invention was soon used to power many small villages across the country. Years later, when travelers pass through that same countryside, they still see the old windmill, standing tall, shining under the sky. At its base, there's a sign that reads, "Dedicated to Ethan Wells, the boy who changed the wind." Because Ethan didn't wait for someone else to make a difference, he became the difference. So remember this, no matter who you are or where you come from, even a small idea born from courage and kindness can light up the darkest places. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring stories like this. Together, let's keep the light of hope alive.